He presided over Parliament for a decade.
I've got very much more experience of these matters.
Lived within its walls.
Be a good boy!
And now he is banished from the institution he loves for bullying. An independent panel upheld 21 allegations, concluding the respondent has been a serial bully. Like many bullies, he had those whom he favoured and those whom he made victims. These three complainants were victims. His evidence in the investigations, the findings of the Commissioner and his submissions to us show also that the respondent has been a serial liar.
Avoid the thrust of these allegations.
Within hours, John Bercow hit back.
No, well, you're just reading from the report, which, of course, Sarah Jane, you're absolutely entitled to do. But what I'm saying to you, yes, and if you'd be kind enough to allow me to reply, I will. Thank you.
He was speaking from the offices of his PR advisers, who have previously acted for disgraced MPs Owen Paterson and Charlie Elphick.
There is no independent evidence whatsoever to suggest that I did. What I did was persist with my reform. I did not. What I'm saying to you is, I did not breach the behaviour code. I did not rant. I did not shout at people.
I'm asking Mr. Bercow if in a decade you ever lost your temper.
People get annoyed from time to time. If you're challenging me as to when I lost my temper, perhaps you'd be kind enough to say when that was. As far as I recall, I most certainly didn't.
Robert Rogers served the Commons for 42 years. He resigned as its clerk and chief executive after being repeatedly bullied by John Bercow.
Ranting, bad language, shouting, invading my personal space, humiliation, mimicry. Where do you stop?
What does that feel like?
It feels incredibly stressful and unpleasant.
David Leakey made one of the first complaints.
He has shown no sign of redemption or contrition or apology, and if that continues to be the case, then he has no place in public life.
For a man famed for his bombast and bravado, this damning report may now force what always seemed impossible: John Bercow's silence. Joe Pike, Sky News, Westminster.